G'day folks. Now, I guess I'm not supposed to leave the track, but I'm too curious and too hands-on. See something or really want to get the feel for something, I have to touch it. And I found this yesterday and I've come back to share it with you. Not that I discovered it, it's on the map, but I never really had heard about it before, and I'm pretty excited to be here, so close to where I reside. This is a regularly used Aboriginal, by the Aboriginals that is, rock shelter. I was going to call it a cave, but it's more of an overhang. The archaeologists and that have been through here, and there's actually still, you can see a few little signs where they have dug and then backfilled it. The floor of the overhang was, in some parts it goes down a metre, or for my American friends that's about a yard, so 100 centimetres. In other places it's 60 centimetres before it hits the bedrock. And by carbon dating some of the finds that they unearthed here, they can safely say that it was used fairly regularly, but not as a habitual home, for 1900 years. That's pretty accurate dating. So the best part of 2000 years. So when you think of what was going on in European history, white fella's history, at 100 AD, it's pretty amazing. I mean, the Australian Aboriginals are the oldest continual habitated people, continual in one place in the world. A lot of sediment and conglomerates up there, quartz and other things. You can see some smoke black here and there. The Australian Aboriginals go back up to 50,000 years in this country. And when you think of the fact that they shared their home with the megafauna of the post-ice age megafauna, it would have been a pretty scary place. They're pretty tough people, but nomadic, of course. So they when they say that this wasn't continually used, they mean that parties of local Aboriginal people or from further afield will come here. Now this is only about a half-hour walk from the sea, so they would have had a very, very good diet. Big larder, there was fish in the rivers, there's fish in the sea, there's shellfish and crustaceans, and of course all the bush tucker and roots and berries and plants, and then you of course you've got mammals and red meat. They would have done pretty well, I reckon. This is awesome to be here. I am not going to say where it is. I'd like to, but just because unfortunately in the world there is a small percentage of people that should have been drowned at birth, I guess, but they delight in stuffing things up for others, that would come here and deface and degrade and graffiti and disrespect this site. And I'm sure most of you definitely don't fit into that camp, but all it takes is one idiot, really, hey? I found, where did I do with it? I found a shell I'm going to put it down somewhere. Oh, doesn't matter. I found a shell here too, which could have very well been from a past meal. It didn't crawl here from the sea itself. But yeah, for the best part of 2,000 years, the people in this area are the Jurinja people. And I'm sure if I looked around long enough, I would probably find stone chips and bits and pieces myself. Hang on, here we go. What's this? Here we go. Look at this. There you are. There you are. And that definitely didn't crawl here or fly here. That's a big shell. I'm not quite sure what that's called. It's not a whelk. I reckon I could safely say that that would be from a past meal. Actually, no, God, look up there. Look. Now that I'm looking, another one there. There's more up there. I won't focus because it's getting dark towards the back. There's shells everywhere up here. And it looks like most of them have been thrown up the back there. Like a little midden, they call them, little scrap heap. Ah, you know, I might come back another time and see what I can see. There's shells everywhere. Oh wow, that's amazing. What history. Okay, well, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm pretty excited. I love history and I love anthropology and I love anthropological archaeology, you know, the study of ancient peoples and so on. And being lucky enough to live in a country where the most ancient people are. There's no art, there's no, there may have been, there's no cave art. I can't see any hand stencils or pictographs or anything like that. $1900 years. Really is interesting. The more you look into the history of the Aboriginal people, the more you're amazed. The tenacity and spirituality. Okay, well, I'm going to head back onto the track. And I hope you enjoyed that little thing. It's quite large. I shouldn't say little. If only for there was a time machine, eh? Wouldn't you love to see a little family group? Mum and Dad and his mates making some fishing spears or fixing a net, or nice little fire going, smoke peeling out over the lip of the cave, protected from the elements. Yeah. Alright, well, see ya.